Simone Biles is one of the biggest names in the gymnastics world. She has several world records under her belt, and she is a very celebrated sportswoman. However, there comes a time when even the toughest of athletes lose it. So today we're going to be talking about how Simone Biles once made an unsettling statement on air, losing her temper post-performance. So, what happened to Simone Biles? First up, Simone Biles vents out post-performance. Perfection is nothing new to Simone Biles. As a gymnastic protege, she's always been given a perfect routines and been a real champ on the floor. While Simone is loved for her passion and soft character, sometimes even the champ can't get away from a little mishap and frustration. It's hard to imagine that Biles, who is usually extremely calm and composed in and out of competition, can lose her temper over a routine. A video recently surfaced showing Simone venting out her frustration and making an unsettling statement on air post-performance. The GOAT of gymnastics, who dominates in every direction, had a not-so-good routine in the 2019 U.S. Gymnastics Championship. The champ was recorded cursing in the video after she finished the routine. It was obvious that she was not happy with her performance. Considering that she prefers perfection above all when it comes to her routine, it's understandable how frustrated she must have felt. The fearless gymnast had a shaky start to the uneven bars and looked really nervous throughout the entire routine. She had a hard time and even struggled to maintain balance upon landing. Her lack of perfection got her frustrated, and she let out a spontaneous piece of shh right after the routine. Biles later commented that she's lucky enough to express her emotions and she has no problem keeping them in. Simone further said that she felt that she shouldn't have cursed, but she chose to express her frustration in the heat of the moment. Even with the performance, according to her, the champ still managed to grab a bronze in that competition. Simone later on discussed what was going on in her mind and said that she shouldn't have done that, but it felt real at that moment. And it's okay to be angry if you had a bad moment, a bad routine. We don't know about her, but there's no such thing as a bad Simone Biles routine. I mean, she's an absolute star. Come on. So, did Biles' frustration make her withdraw? It's hard for fans to imagine that their favorite athlete doesn't sometimes feel so passionate about the sport that they excel in. The same can be said about the greatest gymnast of all time, Simone Biles. The young gymnast amazed the entire world the moment that she performed her very first routine, and she's never looked back. Biles has a gigantic stack of medals, and she's fierce on the floor. But the pressure of being the best can sometimes take a massive toll on a person. No one could tell that Biles was going through a massively tough time until the champ surprisingly withdrew from multiple events, including the all-around final and team competition. It came as a complete shock to the gymnastics community, but it was all clear once she said she had the twisties. The word twisties are well known in the gymnastics community, and most often means bad news. It's defined as the loss of control of the gymnast's body as they spin through the air. It's a frightening experience, and they could stop midway through, and this is exactly what was happening to Biles. The phenomenon typically affects athletes when they're in the air and their minds and bodies just disconnect. Twisting in air like gymnasts does require them to rely on muscle memory and complete mind-to-body synchronization. The gymnastics champ entered a world of uncertainty in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, as she later described that she had no idea where she was in the air. Apart from the twisties, Simone was going through other broader issues that challenged her mental health. The roots of these issues lay in overwhelming pressure of always performing the best and also trying to master the hardest skills. Simone Biles is known for outperforming some of the world's hardest routines and skills, including a triple twisting double tuck. These routines require the gymnast's mind and body to be present at 120% because these elements have to be executed safely. No one knows how long the champ was dealing with these issues, but it shows how dedicated and professional Biles is. And despite her problems, she remains the best in the world. So, how's she doing now? After suddenly withdrawing from the women's team final at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, it was clear that Simone Biles had decided to prioritize herself and her mental health before doing anything else. The multiple-time world champ decided to take a back seat as she was experiencing the twisties, and further commented that the mental game's just not there. Simone believed that it was better to be on the bench rather than causing the team to take a step back because of her. She didn't want to do anything that would jeopardize her career in the long run, or worse, cause her a permanent injury. The world champ has also said that the Olympic Games without an audience have also changed the pace of the entire event. It's been a long year for the gymnast, but she felt incredibly stressed out because of the game. She said that it's important to put your mental health first if you want to truly enjoy the game and succeed in it. The gymnastics community in the world has had mixed reactions to Simone's withdrawal from the competition. In this divided world, it's no surprise that many welcomed Simone's decision and lauded her efforts to put her mental health first. However, some people went as far as to consider this 24-year-old a villain. Some people and critics found her actions a bit cowardly, as she was quitting in the face of diversity. Today, Biles is more focused on her mental health and has decided to give time to her friends and her family. She's currently on a break from sports, but at the same time, she's becoming a spokesperson for mental health amongst athletes. The champ has recently got engaged to the famous NFL player Jonathan Owens, too. While fans eagerly await for her to return to the floor, they also want Simone to be in perfect health first. In other related news, is Simone Biles a big spender? When you're the GOAT of the gymnastics world, there's nothing that you can't afford, you know? It might come as obvious that someone like Simone Biles, whose net worth is a whopping $16 million, would would want to spend her money on the finer things in life. However, the reality is that the world champ is not actually a big spender after all. Simone Biles is an incredibly decorated gymnast with massive endorsement deals and considerable wealth. She's also one of the highest paid female athletes globally. But recently, she revealed in an interview that she's got a fear of growing broke. Appearing in the third season of the series Kneading Dough, Simone said during the interview that she spends her money very wisely and even tries her best to go on her day without any major expenditures. She even went on to say that she never really swipes the card unnecessarily. So let's talk Simone Biles and her own reality TV show. Simone Biles' journey is full of defining moments that can be turned into its own book or reality TV show. That's what one of the biggest names in gymnastics is doing. Simone Biles is a big inspiration for people, and that's why she's decided to collaborate with one of the biggest social media platforms, Snapchat, for a brand new project. Simone's struggles and accomplishments resonate with countless fans and struggling athletes out there as young star athletes. Biles will be sharing her story on Snap Original, on a show called Daring Simone Biles, which will feature her struggles in the gymnastic world along with giving insight on her hobbies like DJing. The Snap Originals will also feature many other names in the industry, including Dixie and Charli D'Amelio, a lot of TikTok's biggest superstars. Simone Biles is currently on a break and is busy planning her wedding with NFL superstar Jonathan Owens. How has Simone Biles performed in the fashion world? Simone Biles has not only been wowing people on the floor, but she's actually also evolved as a real fashionista. Over the years, her fashion sense has changed both in the arena and on the red carpets at prestigious events. Biles made one of her first red carpet appearances back in 2014, when she opted to go with a simple sleeveless dress with a white striped skirt. While Simone usually likes to go with bedazzled leotards, she surprisingly kept it low-key on public appearances. Fortunately, she broke into the fashion world though with a statement coral haltered dress that matched with a square clutch. She looked really stunning in it, rocking this look at the MTV Music Video Awards in 2016. She kept consistent with the glamour and appeared in a spectacular halter-style sequins gown at the CMA Awards in the same year. However, her most daring outfit to date was the arena gown that she wore to the 2021 Met Gala. The outfit reportedly weighed 88 pounds and was embellished with Swarovski crystals. And that's a wrap for this video. Do you want to know more about Simone Biles? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. See you in the next one for more videos like this one.